Well, good morning, everyone. This is Al Levitt with the U.S. Dairy Export Council's Eye on Exports report for November 21st, 2014. And today we're going to talk about September trade data. And as we've been saying for a while, exports really have slowed down here in the second half of the year. In the first half of the year, we were tracking higher for a fifth straight record year. Exports were up 14% by volume and 26% by value. So looking really strong, but here in the third quarter, by comparison, volume was down 11% from a year ago and value was down 6% from a year ago. So market conditions have really turned on us this year, and it's just a much more competitive environment than it had been. We had high milk prices and really great weather through most of the world, and so milk production came on really strong this year. In the first half of the year, production was up 5.5% in Europe, which is a huge volume of milk. It was up 16% in New Zealand. Even Australia was up 3%. So in all, we just had a lot more milk coming on. And then at the same time, China's imports slowed down considerably. And then Russia closed its market to EU product, so that put a lot more product on the world market. And as a result, world prices have just really plunged this year. Since February, global prices for milk powder down about 50%. So a real significant drop. And at the same time, U.S. prices have just held up a lot better. So that kind of puts us at a pricing disadvantage when we're selling into overseas markets. As I said, September exports slowed down. Overall, our volumes were the lowest in 19 months. Volumes were lower in most of our major categories. Our major export product, non-fat dry milk and skim milk powder volumes were down 29% from September a year ago. Butterfat was down 79%, whey proteins were down 9%, whole milk powder down 32%, milk protein concentrate down 65%. Cheese held up a little bit better. It was up 9% from a year ago, but even that, the September volume was the lowest that we had seen all year. So overall, the volume's trending lower. In all, we exported about 13.2% of our milk solids production in September. That's down quite a bit from earlier this year when we had a couple months where we hit 17%. So that just puts a lot more product back that has to clear on the domestic market. Going forward, we'd expect this trend to continue. I mean, I would expect U.S. export volumes to continue to slow in the months ahead. So thanks for tuning in. This is Al Levitt with the U.S. Dairy Export Council's Eye on Exports.